The National Drowning Prevention Alliance estimates that 330 people die each year in boating-related incidents in the U.S., and that's why we're continuing our Water Watch campaign. So spring's here, warmer weather. A lot of you and visitors coming here will no doubt be heading to Valley Lakes and pools.
Yeah, so we checked out Tempe Town Lake and got some tips from our friends at the YMCA.
Arizona, it is the law that children under the age of 12 have to wear a life jacket anytime they're aboard a vessel.
Shelby Schmidt with the YMCA saying we should all revisit basic rescue techniques.
You always want to look for that UL symbol on the life jacket to show that it is Coast Guard approved. It should have buckles and zippers so that it can be adjusted to fit snugly on the person. You want the life jacket to be uncomfortably tight in order to make sure that it doesn't float up over the person's head in the event of an emergency.
Catching anything?
No.
For anglers, boaters, and paddleboarders, please be mindful of swimmers.
When you are coming to the lake as a swimmer, you want to make sure you are only swimming in designated swim areas. If you are on a jet ski, it's important that you're avoiding those swim areas as well as other watercrafts. A good rule to follow is that you want to be at least 100 feet from any other watercraft, whether it be a jet ski or a boat.
Tips longtime rowing coach Declan Mayo Shanahan stands by, adding,
make sure you got a buddy, bring water, it's hot, and you should take a class before you go out just to learn everything.
Classes offered specifically for the bustling Tempe Town Lake.
We run monthly learn to row classes for rowers, and then every single month we have a new session of both kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding that we run through the city.
Lastly, as always, if someone is experiencing a water emergency, reach, throw, don't go.
You can underhand throw it out to the person that's struggling, and then you want to pull them in, just leaning back as you're pulling them into safety.
So let's talk more water safety tips. If you have kids, you want to pay close attention to what floaties you actually buy at the store. Drowning causes countless deaths for children, especially under the age of 4, according to the CDC. And many of us think floaties help when in reality, they could make things far worse. So Lisa Zarda is here. There's shocking statistics when it comes to child drownings between the ages of 1 and 4, right? I mean,
Yes. Actually, drowning is the leading cause of death for children 1 to 4, and the second leading cause of death for kids 5 to 14.
So we know that swim lessons, of course, are important, and they can start those fairly young. How young can parents start getting their kids involved?
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends you can start lessons as early as 1 year of age.
Okay, so don't wait. Just get them in the pool, get them comfortable with the water. We've heard experts tell us before, invite them into the water so they don't think they can just have a free-for-all. But when we're talking about floaties and things that we think are going to be a good caution, that's actually a false sense of security, right?
Yes. It can actually make the child feel like they know how to swim and that when they jump in, they will come right to the surface when that's not the case if they're not in a floaty. So it gives them a false sense of security, and also for the parents too, because they think, oh, my child's in a floaty, I can go run in the house real quick and grab something. You never want to leave a child alone in the water.
Certainly not. Back when I went to Roadrunner Park off Cactus in the 51, they were never called water wings, but apparently they are now. So why are these not a good thing to just kind of teach your kids to get accustomed to?
Yeah, so these particular floaties, those are dangerous because they can deflate. These are brand new, and I just blew them up this morning.
Yeah, they seem kind of flimsy if I don't.
They're already squishy and not fully inflated.
Okay.
So that can definitely be a danger. They can slip off while they're in the water and cause the child then to panic. And especially if there's not an adult around, things can happen quickly. Drowning can happen within moments.
And now this one, you know, it's got a buckle. You think, oh, it kind of resembles a life jacket. Not the case.
Not the case. And in fact, unfortunately, that puts the child in a vertical position, which is actually the drowning position. If you see somebody drowning, it looks like they're climbing a ladder and they're trying to get their breath. You want your children to be used to being horizontal in the water so they can propel themselves forward to safety.
Obviously, we're going to have a lot of pool days as summertime approaches. Just anything else that you would like to add in all the work that you've done in the advocacy for making sure that children and really everybody stays safe around water?
Yeah, drowning can happen to anyone. It's quick and it can be very silent. So always watch your kids around water. Designate a water watcher that's going to fully focus on the water and not be distracted with a phone or stepping away even for a moment.
Sure, absolutely. And just a quick reminder here that when you are buying these, I mean, they even have a warning, and if you will, I mean.
Yes, it actually says, will not protect against drowning, use only under constant supervision.
Yes, Lisa Zarda, thank you so much for coming in. We
thank
appreciate you
you.
being part of our Water Watch campaign.